Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Rafa Rizky Guseldra. Today I'm going to talk about phonetics and phonology. Everyone, how many of you have ever found certain English sound difficult to pronounce, especially if English isn't your first language? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today we are going to explore two key areas of linguistics, phonetics and phonology, that will help us understand why this happened and how we can improve. I choose this topic because, like many of you, I face a challenge in learning the sound of English. How many of you notice difference in accent or pronunciation between language? These differences are explained by phonetics and phonology. They're essential not only in learning English but also in improving how we communicate in any language. I also see a strong connection between this theory and my future career, whether work in teaching, translation, or communication. Understanding how sound work in different languages will help me and possibly all of you communicate more effectively and even reduce misunderstandings. Now let's dive into phonetics. Phonetics is the study of the physical sound of human speech. Here's the quick question for you. Have you ever wondered how the P sound in pet is different from the B sound in bat, even though they feel similar when you say them? Phonetics has three main branches. First, articulatory phonetics. Let's look at how we physically produce sound using our tongue, lips, and vocal cords. Next time you say "pad", try paying attention to how your lips move. You'll notice they come together before you release the sound. Second is acoustic phonetics. This branch focuses on the sound waves that travel from our mouth. Think of it like when you throw a pebble in a pond and see ripples. The same thing happens with sound. Third is auditory phonetics. Finally, auditory phonetics is about how we hear and process the sound. Have you ever noticed that some people have an ear for accent? That their auditory phonetics at work. Now let's move on phonology. How many of you have wondered why switching just one sound in word can completely change its meaning? Like the difference between pet and bad. This is where phonology comes in. Phonology studies how sound function within a language. A key concept here is the phoneme, which is the smallest sound unit that can change the meaning of a word. So the P and B in pet and bad are phonemes. The difference is just one sound completely changes the meaning. Phonology also deals with intonation, the rise and fall of your voice. Let me ask you, have you ever said something that sounds like a statement but someone thought it was a question? That's because of the tone of or intonation, which phonology helps us understand. So why phonetics and phonology important for us? How many of you are learning a new language or improving your English? In language learning, phonetics can help us understand why some sounds are harder to produce, and phonology shows us the patterns that make language different or similar. In conclusion, phonetics help us understand how speech sounds are physically produced, and phonology explains how those sounds are used to create meaning in the language. Together, they form a complete picture of how we communicate. Whether you're interested in language, technology, or communication, understanding this field can make a big difference. I think that's all for me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.